Hello everyone. Hope you have practiced all the questions of PDA construction for the given context free languages. Now in this lecture we are going to start with the next topic, that is context free grammar to PDA conversion. If we are given with a context free grammar production rule, then how can we directly convert those production rules to the given PDA is the topic of today's discussion. And we will be also covering one of the example from the previous year question papers. So let's start with the lecture. Here we will be covering how we can convert the given context free grammar to equivalent PDA or push down automata transition. So by conversion we mean that we are writing the PDA transition corresponding to the context free grammar production rule, and the reverse is also possible, means for a given PDA we can also convert PDA transition to the context free grammar production rule. That will be the topic of further lectures, but today we are only covering how we can convert this context free grammar to the production rule, PDA transitions. Next thing, here we will be covering the grammar production rule, means grammar acceptance of a string by the application of stack, because PDA is having the stack memory. So how can we use this stack to derive a string from the given context free production rule, and we will be following the leftmost derivation approach always. So here the resulting PDA will be non-deterministic always, as it require guessing of steps, because whenever we write the derivation of a string, suppose we have this grammar. So here we always keep on guessing, means for input string, suppose we have this input string, so what transition or what production rule we need to use, we are always keep guessing, and this guessing introduce a concept of non-determinism, means we have multiple option. Here we can go with this and also with this, as the input is starting with the A, so we can either go with this production rule or with this production rule. For every context free grammar we have this type of guessing for deriving a string. So here the PDA, resulting PDA will also have these guessing, and we call it non-deterministic PDA. So for this we have two approaches. First is top down and bottom up approach. For the top down approach we will be starting with the grammar start symbol and following the leftmost derivation and deriving the string. So here is the leftmost derivation for this given string, and bottom up approach is just reverse of this. We are going from string to the start symbol of the grammar, but here we will be following the top down approach only, and we will be writing the transitions of PDA like we are deriving the string from the grammar production rule in a leftmost derivation manner. Okay, so here it is similar to deriving a string from the grammar following the leftmost derivation, and parse tree will be built in a top down manner with the stack. We will be using stack of PDA, and the stack will hold the current sentential form, means if we are deriving a string and the sentential form that we are writing here will be held by the stack. So stack will be holding these symbols or these sentential forms symbols. Okay, so other things are very much similar to the grammar derivation of the string in a leftmost derivation. Now the steps for this are, we will be start the process by pushing the grammar stack start symbol S onto the stack top, like for any derivation, like here we need to derive the string, any string, so we are starting with the start symbol only. Same way, if we are using stack to write these derivation, we will be using stack to write these derivation, then we need to push the first symbol of the grammar, that is start symbol of the grammar, onto the stack top, only then we can start the grammar derivation, right? And second is, if the stack top is a variable or if the stack top is a terminal, then we have to follow different step, means for a variable we will be replacing the variable with the right hand side of the production rule beginning with that variable, means if we have multiple rules, here we have replaced S with AS and then we have replaced S with BS. So here we are replacing the variable with its right hand side production rules, right? So same process we will be following with the stack. We always, if we have stack top as S, then we have to replace S with any of its right hand side production rules, okay? And if the stack top is a terminal, then we can declare that we have matched the leftmost symbol of the input string and we can simply discard that terminal, okay? And these steps will be clear to you with an example that we are going to cover now. And please, you are not requiring to note down this example. This is for understanding only. For understanding of these steps, then we will be writing the rules and transition of PDA that you should note, okay? So let's start with the example. Here we have this grammar where S can be rewritten with AS, BS, A and B, and this is type 3 grammar, and type 3 is subset of type 2. So this is also type 2 grammar or context free grammar. So here this is the string that we need to accept by application of these production rules. So here let's write the derivations first. So for from S or the start symbol of the grammar, as we have only one symbol, that is the start symbol of the grammar, we will be using this production rule, and after this we will be following leftmost derivation, and this S will be rewritten with BS, and this is next sentential form, and in last this S will be rewritten with A, okay? So this is the way how we write the derivation that we have done in so many examples. So now we will be using these derivation or by the application of these production rule to derive this string by the application of stack, okay? So we will be using stack to for these derivation, means to derive this string, okay? So now as we always need to guess the production rule to apply to a specific production rule to apply to derive a particular string, same way we have to guess which production rule we will be using to derive the string. So here comes the non-determinism. We always need to guess which production rule can lead to the derivation of a string. So let's start with the example. As Z0 is the initial stack top symbol, so here the first step is to push the start symbol of the grammar onto the stack top. So as a first step we need to push S onto the stack, and then we have to follow either second or the first step, okay? Third step, if the variable is on the stack top or if the terminal is on the stack top. So let's start by pushing the S onto the stack top, and we will be also continuing with the parse tree here that will be built in a top down manner. So here the as S is on the stack top, so we have to follow the second rule now. As it is a variable, so replace it with the appropriate right hand side. So here as the string is ABA, so we need to replace S on the stack top by this right hand side. So after this we will be having AS as a present stack symbols. So here we have the stack symbols after replacement of S by its right hand side. So now we can apply the rule number 3, as we are having terminal as a stack top, so and the leftmost symbol of the input string is also A, so we are having matching stack top with matching leftmost symbol of the input string. So we can simply cancel out or discard the leftmost input symbol, and also we can pop the stack top from the stack, okay? Now after performing this operation, we will be having S on the stack top. Again we need to apply the second rule. We will be replacing S again with another right hand side, okay? And this is the corresponding parse tree. One thing to note here is this: if we are not having the matching leftmost input symbol, means if we are having a terminal on the stack top but we are not having the matching symbol of the input string, that means either we are not following the right order of the production rules, secondly the string that we are trying to accept or trying to derive is not according to the grammar production rules, okay? So you need to take care of these things. If we are having terminal on the stack top, then it must have matching leftmost symbol of the input string, right? So now as we have popped s, now again we are having s as a or variable as a stack top. Now we need to replace it with one of its right hand side. Now we need b, so the derivation will be going in this way. So we will be replacing this s with bs on the stack top. So here is a corresponding stack top. Now we are having a b or terminal, so matching b is here, leftmost symbol of the input string. So pop the b from the stack and cancel out the b from the input string. Again this is the parse tree. Next, now again we will be having s as a stack top and we need only a to derive. We are left with only one input symbol, that is the last input symbol of the string to derive. So here s is a stack top, so we need to replace s with its matching production rule number 3 or the right hand side a. So after this, after the application of this rule, we are having a as a stack top. Now it is also matching with the input string symbol and we have popped the a from the stack top, and now the string is derived and we can say that as the input is null now and the stack top is z0, and this is the case of PDA acceptance. Okay, so PDA can accept this string by following these production rule in the given order and the string is accepted by the PDA. Now we need to write transitions for these steps, means we have just experienced how these production rule can work with the stack. Now we have to write, as stack is used in the PDA, so now we have to check how we can write transitions for these rules to apply to derive a particular string from the grammar. Okay, so these are the general rules for writing the transition corresponding to any given context free grammar. As the first step was to push the start symbol of the grammar s onto the stack top. So here is a matching transition where we will be moving from q0 to q1. Okay, so we need to push the start symbol of the grammar onto the stack top. For this time we are not reading any input symbol and the stack top is z0, so we need to replace it with sz0 to push the start symbol of the grammar onto the stack top, and we are moving to the state q1. Remember one thing, while pushing the start symbol of the grammar s, or while pushing any variable or replacing it with the right hand side of its production rule, so while replacing variable with production rule and while pushing the start symbol of the grammar onto the stack top, we are not reading any input. We are just reading the input symbol when we were having matching terminal symbol as the matching top symbol. Okay, so for all other transition, for variables and for start symbol, we are not reading any input. We will be reading input only if and only if we are having stack top as a terminal symbol, as we have done in the example. So we are moving from q0 without reading any input symbols and stack top is z0. So we are moving to the state q1, replacing z0 with sz0. That means we have pushed the start symbol of the grammar onto the stack top now, as a start symbol is s, or if you have any other start symbol then you have to write the change the symbol in the transition. Otherwise this is the rule to push the start symbol of the grammar onto the stack top. Now for all other variables and for all other terminals, we will be having all the transition on q1 only. So we will be having, for all such question, we can complete the PDA in two states only if we have acceptance by empty store. So all the transition corresponding to variable and terminal will be completed in q1, and if you have acceptance by empty store then you can end the transitions with q1 only, and if you want to show acceptance by final state then only you need another state as a final state. Okay, otherwise two states are enough to show acceptance by empty store. Now this was the first step, to push the start symbol onto the stack top. Now for the second step, if the stack top is a variable, then we need to replace it by the right hand side of production rules. Okay, and for that we have this type of matching transition where we are at Q1 and without reading any input symbol, if the stack top is A, means stack top is here A, capital A is representing any variable of the grammar. You have to write this type of transition for all the variables of the grammar. Okay, so here this transition is done for only one time, but this transition you have to repeat for all the variables. So if A is having n production rules, corresponding n production rule as alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha n, and we are replacing A on the stack top with either with alpha 1, either with alpha 2, or with alpha n. So we have to take all the option, means depending on the input stream we may require to replace A with alpha 1 or with alpha 2 or with alpha n on the stack top. So here are the matching transition, means we are at Q1 and without reading any input symbol, if the stack top is A, then we need to replace A with, as stack top is A, we need to replace A with alpha 1, alpha 2 or with alpha n. And for every transition, after every replacement, we are at Q1 only. As I have already discussed, we will be at Q1 only for rest of the transition, means for every variable, for every terminal we will be at Q1 only. So from Q1, A as a stack top, we are at Q1 only, and replacing the stack top with alpha 1, or we are at Q1 replacing the stack top with alpha 2, we have to take all the right hand side option here. So here if you have studied about the non-deterministic PDA that we have already covered in previous lecture, so this is the form of non-deterministic PDA where we are having null transition with a stack symbol and we are having multiple options, means we are having a matching of state Q1 with a null transition and with a stack symbol, and we are moving to we are having different option here. So this is the non-deterministic PDA. Okay, if we have only one such combination, then we can call it as deterministic PDA. If we are having multiple options here, then it is a non-deterministic PDA. Same way, if the stack top is a terminal, and it is matched with the leftmost symbol of the string and we have to discard it, then we have to write these type of transition for every terminal of the grammar. So here we are at Q1 only, as we will be completing all the steps at Q1 only. So if the input is A, stack top must be A. Okay, as the stack top is A, it must match with the leftmost input symbol of the grammar. So for this we will be moving to Q1 and replacing the stack top with null, means if we are having stack top as terminal, then it must match with the input leftmost symbol of the input string, and we are moving to Q1 only and replacing the stack top with a null, means we are performing the pop operation for the terminal here, and we have to write this type of transition for every terminal of the grammar and this type of transition for every non-terminal of the grammar. Okay, so these steps will be clear to you after an example. So let's start with the example from the previous year question papers, where we have this context free grammar and we have to write the PDA transition for this grammar, and we have to check whether this string is accepted here or not. Okay, so for such acceptance, we need to firstly push the start symbol of the grammar onto the stack top. Here we have two non-terminals as S and B, and S is the start symbol of the grammar and the terminals are 0 and 1. Okay, so terminals are 0, 1 and the non-terminal are S and B. So we will be writing two transitions, for one for both the non-terminal and two transitions for the terminals. Okay, so here first step is to move the start symbol of the grammar onto the stack top. So here we are having start symbol as S and the matching transition is this, from Q0 without reading any input symbol, stack top is Z0 and we are moving to the state Q1 and we are replacing Z0 with SZ0. It means we have pushed the S as a start symbol of the grammar onto the stack top, because we can start any derivation of the string after the start symbol only. Okay, so we need to push the start symbol onto the stack top. After that we have to check whether this string is accepted or not. So firstly we are writing the transition of PDA, then we will be checking for this string acceptance, right? So here, without reading any input symbol, input is null, stack top is Z0, replace it with SZ0 and move to the state Q1. Now further transition will be completed at Q1 only. All the transition will be done at Q1. Now after the start symbol is pushed onto the stack top, now we have to write transition for both the non-terminal, that too without reading any input symbol. So here from Q1 we are moving to the state Q1 only and without reading any input symbol. If the stack top is, we are taking the possibilities, if the stack top is S, then we have to replace it with one of its right hand side. As S is having only one right hand side option, then we are having only one transition corresponding to the stack top S. Okay, so if the stack top is B, then without reading any input symbol we may replace B with 0S, 1S or 0, as we are having three right hand side or three production rules corresponding to B. So we can replace B with any of its right hand side here. So from B we are moving to Q1 and replacing B either with 01, 0S, 1S or 0, depending on the input string. We have to take one of these transitions depending on the input string. Okay, but we have to give option for all. So we have mentioned all the transitions here, but depending on the input string, at a time we will be substituting only one transition or one right hand side here only. Okay, so now these are the matching transitions of the transition diagram. Here we have without reading any input symbol and the stack top is S, replace it with 0BB, as this is the right hand side of the production rule. Next, if we have the B as a stack top, then we are having three options, means without reading any input symbol, as the input is null here and the stack top is B, we can replace it with 0S, 1S or 0. So these are the matching rules of the or matching transitions of the transition diagram, and these are the way how we write the transitions. And remember, these things are representing the same information, either you write these transition or you draw the transition diagram here. Okay, and in last we have to write the transitions for the terminal symbol here, as we have two terminals here, 0 and 1. So from Q1, if the input is 0, stack top is 0, replace it with null and move to Q1 only. Okay, so that we have already done in the example also. We are at same state, and if the input and the stack top is a terminal, then we are moving to Q1 and replacing the stack top with null symbol, means we are performing the pop operation for the present input symbol. And these are the matching transitions, mean input is 0, stack top is 0, replace it with null, input is 1, stack top is 1, replace it with null and move to the next state, that is Q1 here. So we are moving to the same state here. So here we have completed all the transition at Q1. Okay, and now in last we just need to show the acceptance. If we are showing acceptance by empty state or the empty store, then you can mark the transition here, means after cancelling out all the terminal, after replacing all the variable with its right hand side, if we are having input as null and the stack top as Z0. Okay, so this is also criteria at Q0, but if we have this situation, means input is null and Z0 is a stack top, but we must be at Q1. Okay, only then we can show the acceptance. So if we are having input as null, stack top is Z0, replace it with null, then this is the transition for the acceptance by empty store. So we will be moving from Q1 without reading any input. If the input is null, stack top is Z0, then if the acceptance is by empty store, we are moving to Q1 and replacing it with null. Okay, so here we have the matching transition for the acceptance by empty store, and this is the transition diagram. And if we have to show acceptance by final state, then we can go with another final state and can write the transition in this way: from Q1 for input symbol null, and z naught as a stack top. We are moving to the final state q2. Here q2 is the final state, and replacing the stack top by z naught. We are not replacing it with null, and this is the acceptance by final state, and you can go with any approach in the exam. Okay, for null you can complete at any of the non-final state, and if you want to show the acceptance by final state, then you need to mark a new state as a final state with double circle to show the acceptance. Okay, so here you can take the screenshot of these transition diagram and transitions, but in exam for these type of question you must go with this approach, means you must write these transitions. I have just drawn these this diagram for your understanding, but in exam you must write these transition, because this will be very easy approach to write the transitions and not to draw the transition diagram, as both are representing the same information, so you can write the transitions only. Okay, now let's check whether the string 01000 is accepted by this grammar or not. For that you have to write instantaneous description that we have already covered. So here we have the present state as q0, and the present input string is this, and the stack top is z0. Now we are moving to the state q1 without reading any input string, means for next id we are having same input string, because we are not reading any input string for the first transition. We are just pushing the start symbol s onto the stack top. So we are replacing the z0 with sz0, and here is a corresponding transition that is applied here, and z0 is replaced with sz0 here. Next, as the stack top is a non-terminal now, as the stack top is non-terminal, so again we are not reading any input string for next id and replacing s with one of its right hand side. So here corresponding to s means we are at q1, and without reading any input symbol, the stack top is s, we are moving to q1 and replacing s with this transition only. We have only one right hand side of s, so we can easily write the corresponding transition. Now here we have matching or the terminal symbol on the stack top, as these are the stack symbols. So these are representing the stack symbol, this is the input string, and the present state is q1 now. For all the transition state is going to be q1 only. So here as we have matching stack top with the input string or the matching terminal, so we will just cancel it out and replace the 0 with a null here, and this is the new id here. Now we are having 1, so we have to go with one of its right hand side, b's right hand side, as we are having a non-terminal on the stack top. So without reading any input symbol, we need to replace it with one of its right hand side. So corresponding to b we have 3 options, but as the input require 1, so we need to go with this transition only. So here we will be replacing b with 1s, and we are having 1 as a matching terminal now. So after matching these terminal, we have cancelled it out, and now we are having input string as 4 zeros, and the stacked symbols are s, b and z0 now. Okay, so as the stack top is again a non-terminal, so corresponding to s we are having only one option here, so we will be replacing s with 0bb. Okay, now again we have the matching terminal, so just cancel it out, and after that we are left with 3 0 and 3 b's. So we will be using this transition, means we will be replacing b with 0 by the application of this transition 3 times to cancel out these 3 zeros. Okay, so after application of rule one time we have cancelled out 1 0. After this we are having again b on the stack top, and again replace it with 0, and again a 0 is cancelled, next 0 is cancelled, and now we are having input as null and the stack top is z0, and we are at state q1. So we are moving to the state q2 and replacing the stack top with z0 with z0. So we are moving, here is a step, this is the transition or this is the ID for the acceptance by final state. If you want to show the acceptance by empty store, okay, then the next ID will be this. We are at Q1 only and input is null, the stack top will be null. Okay, so if you want to show acceptance by empty store, then you can write the last instantaneous description as this. Okay, rest is same, only the last transition will change if you want to show acceptance by empty store. And in this way you can write transitions for any given context free grammar, and in exam you may have given the string to show the acceptance, or you can take any string to show the acceptance by writing these IDs, and you can show the acceptance by any of the approach, means by empty stack or by a final state. Okay, so here maximum of 3 states are enough if you want to go with acceptance by final state. If you want to go with empty store, then 2 states are enough. So this is the way how to attempt these questions. In next lecture we will be covering the pumping lemma for context free languages. This is another important topic. In every question paper you must find this question, pumping lemma, write the applications of pumping lemma with example, explain it with example. So this will be the topic of our next lecture. Till then, bye and take care.